Okay, Chairman, we are ready to proceed.
All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the Public Building Commission of Chicago being held today, August 4, 2021 at 3 p.m. In order to continue indoor social distancing protocols, today's meeting is being conducted via video conference and is being live streamed on the PBC's YouTube and Facebook accounts. You can access this information on the agency's website at pbcchicago.com. That's pbcchicago.com. Dr. Sanchez, please do call the roll.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Commissioners. It's great to see everyone again today. I have a few reminders for you. At the conclusion of the regular meeting, you will join a new Zoom meeting for our executive session. At the conclusion of that executive session, instructions will be provided by the Chief of Staff, and we will begin to live stream again to vote in open session. Also, please remember to keep your microphones muted when you are not speaking. But for now, please be sure to have your microphone unmuted as I call the roll. Chairman Lightfoot.
Present.
Commissioner Camargo.
Present.
Commissioner Ellis.
Present.
Commissioner Maldonado.
Present.
Commissioner Preckwinkle. I see her screen, but nobody's there. Okay. Commissioner Sotelo.
Present.
Commissioner Sparopoulos.
Present.
Commissioner Whitley.
Present.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum. Commissioners, please make sure to mute your microphones.
Thank you, Director Sanchez. At this point, we will begin the public participation portion of our meeting. Pursuant to Section 2.06G of the Open Meetings Act, a public comment period will be held. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Director Sanchez.
Today, we have no registered speakers, Madam Chair.
All right, we're going to move on to item A3 on the agenda. Consideration of approval from the rescheduled meeting held June 15th, 2021. Is there a motion?
Commissioner Sparopoulos, motion to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, the motion is granted. And I would note for the record that Commissioner Preckwinkle has joined us. Welcome, Madam President. Item A4, report by the Audit Committee regarding the meeting held on July 1, 2021. Committee Chairman Whitley, will you please present the report?
Thank you, Mayor, and good afternoon, fellow commissioners. The Audit Committee held a meeting on July 1, 2021. Our report is as follows. The PBC's Director of Finance reported on the submission of the PBC's comprehensive annual financial report in conjunction with the Commission's basic financial statements for the years ending December 31, 2020 and 2019. Representatives from Deloitte provided the required auditor communications related to the PBC's audited financial statements for the year ending December 31st, 2020. Of note, there were no audit adjustments, recorded or unrecorded. Deloitte further reported that there were no material weaknesses in matters related to the internal control over financial reporting. Finally, we commended the PBC finance team and their partners at Deloitte for their professionalism and commitment to excellence in completing this very important audit. The Audit Committee accepted the reports. That concludes my report, Mayor Lightfoot.
Thank you, Committee Chairman Whitley. Is there a motion to accept the Audit Committee report?
Commissioner Sparopoulos, motion to accept the report of the AO Committee.
And is there a second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. The report is accepted. Item A5, report by the Administrative Operations Committee regarding the meeting held on August 4th, 2021. Commissioner Maldonado.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The AO Committee held a meeting earlier today on August 4th, 2021. Our report is as follows. The Chief of Staff reported on 3 task order awards that include 2 minority or women business enterprise firms for specialty consultant and architect of record services to previously appointed firms. The reports are included in the electronic documents under tabs A5A and A5B. The Chief of Staff reported on recommendations for architect of record appointments for various renovation projects at city facilities. The 3 firms recommended today were all minority or women business enterprise firms. The Executive Director will provide additional details during her report. The Chief Development Officer reported 1 field order, 3 change orders since the last board meeting under tabs A5C as follows. A change order for the unused site work allowance and commission contingency in the total credit amount of $354,107.10 at the Zapata Elementary School Annex Project. Change order award for unused commission contingency and electrical work in the total amount of $3,876.97 at the Esmond Elementary School Annex Project. A change order for concrete work in the amount of $50,043.46 and work associated with water service provisions in the amount of $206,583.21 at the Pressing Elementary School Annex Project. An executive session was convened and General Counsel reported on a proposed settlement that will be reported to the board today during executive session. The AO Committee accepted the recommendations and reports from PBC representatives. And that concludes my report, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Maldonado. Is there a motion to accept the committee report?
Commissioner Sparopoulos, motion to accept the report.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. The motion is carried. Next up, item A6, report by the Executive Director regarding notice of awards for contracts of $25,000 or under. Director Sanchez?
Thank you, Madam Chair. This month, we have 1 under $25,000 contract to report. Kamal Tech Inc., an MBE firm, will provide maintenance, repair, testing, install, and purchase of audiovisual systems and components in an amount not to exceed $24,999. Recently, this firm has worked with the city to provide updated virtual abilities for city council meetings. The first task this firm will provide to the PBC is to work with the team to update our boardroom for virtual meetings. That concludes my report for A6.
Is there a motion to accept the report of the Executive Director?
Commissioner Sparopoulos, motion to accept the report.
A second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor of accepting the report signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. All right, the motion carries. Next up, A7, a report by the Executive Director regarding regular reports, development status, and other matters. Director Sanchez.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Commissioners. I am pleased to report that the PBC successfully submitted our 2020 and 2019 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, also known as the CAFR, to the Government Finance Association of the United States and Canada, also known as GFOA. We believe that our current CAFR continues to conform to the Certificate of Achievement Program's requirements, and we have submitted it to the GFOA to determine its eligibility for our 11th Certificate of Achievement. This is the highest form of recognition for excellence in state and local government financing reporting. This CAFR could not have been prepared without the tremendous leadership of our audit committee and finance team. In addition, we want to thank Deloitte and their support from Washington, Pittman and McKeever and Velma Butler Associates for their assistance. I extend my appreciation to the team, especially to the Director of Finance, Ms. Tanya Fouché-Weekly, for their hard work on this report. I also want to extend my thanks to the PBC's Chief Development Officer, Ray Gideroff, who joined me to provide an overview of PBC current projects and outline potential opportunities for participation on those projects to the ASEA membership during their monthly meeting. In addition, PBC's Chief of Staff, Lori Lipson, participated in the We Are Family Doing Business with Sister Agencies sponsored by the City Department of Procurement Services. The interactive session provided information to those seeking to learn more about our agency and how to do business with the PBC. During this event, our team co-hosted a workshop with the Chicago Housing Authority. The PBC also met with representatives from a variety of assist agencies, including the Black Contractors Owners and Executives, BCOE, the Federation of Women Contractors, ASEA, Hire 360, and the Chicagoland Associated General Contractors to update the organizations on PBC initiatives. We had an opportunity to have genuine conversations and examine ways to better improve our processes. The PBC understands that these outreach meetings are an essential part of our work and offer residents, community stakeholders, and service providers the opportunity to participate in discussions as we move forward, striving to be an exemplary agency for future development. Finally, on behalf of our board and staff, we want to wish our chairman a very happy birthday today. Her support and guidance inspires us every day, and we wish her the best on her very special day. That concludes my report for A7.
Thank you, Director Sanchez. Is there a motion to accept the Executive Director's report?
Commissioner Esparopoulos, motion to accept the report.
Second,
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. The report is accepted. Next up, item B1, consideration of approval of a request from the Board of Education for the PBC to transfer title of a parcel of property bordering Corliss High School to the adjacent property owner, IZC Property LLC. Director Sanchez. You are muted. You are muted.
Thank you. On July 28th, the Board of Education adopted a resolution requesting that the PBC transfer an abandoned strip of railroad property to the adjacent property owner, IZC Property LLC. The parcel is not used by the school, and this action corrects the title and allows the new owner to secure and fence the vacant property. That concludes my report for B1.
Thank you, Director Sanchez. Is there a motion to accept the report by the director?
Commissioner Esparopoulos, motion to approve or accept the report.
It's a second.
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next up, item C1, consideration of approval of the appointment of an architect of record for the projects at Lakeview Health Center located at 2849 through 61 North Clark Street and the Juvenile Intervention and Support Facility located at 3900 South California Avenue. Director Sanchez.
Thank you. The next three items on the agenda are related to renovation projects with the Department of Assets, Information and Services, also known as AIS. For these projects, we consulted our architect letters of interest and qualifications database to identify firms best suited to perform on these unique projects and maximize the use of minority and business enterprise firms. The first recommendation is for the project at the Lakeview Health Center and the Juvenile Intervention and Support Facility. We recommend the appointment of HOH Group, Inc., a minority business enterprise firm, as the architect of record under a task order-based master agreement in an amount not to exceed $5 million. That concludes my report for C1.
Is there a motion to accept the report of the Director Sanchez?
Commissioner Esparopoulos, motion to accept the report.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next up, item C2, consideration of approval of the appointment of an architect of record for the projects at the Roseland Neighborhood Health Center located at 200 East 115th Street and the North Park Village Gymnastics Center, Building B, Administration Building C, and Chapel Building F. Director Sanchez.
Thank you. We recommend the appointment of COO LLC, a minority and women business enterprise firm, as the architect of record for the Roseland Health Center and the North Park Village projects under their existing task order-based master agreement. That concludes my report for C2.
Is there a motion to accept the recommendation in the report?
Commissioner Sporopolis, motion to accept the recommendation.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next up, item C3, consideration of the approval of the appointment of the architect of record for the Saks Clinic project located at 2160 West Ogden Avenue. Director Sanchez.
We recommend the appointment of Millhouse Engineering and Construction, Inc., a minority business enterprise firm, as the architect of record for the Saks Clinic project under their existing task order-based master agreement. That concludes my report for C3.
Is there a motion to accept the recommendation in the report?
Commissioner Sporopolis, motion to accept the recommendation.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next up, consideration of approval to convene an executive session under the Open Meetings Act to discuss potential litigation under ILCS 120/2 C11 of the Open Meeting Act. Is there a motion to convene an executive session?
Commissioner Sporopolis, motion to convene an exec session.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Camargo seconds.
All those in favor of convening an executive session to consider litigation pursuant to the Open Meetings Act signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed say nay. All right, the motion carries. We will go into executive session.
Commissioners, please go to the next link and we will meet you in the next room.